A little out front there as he swings through. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield. And even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled off. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton.
Number 74.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And he deals. Got him. And one gone. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Hamilton, 6'1" righty, 200 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And there's 2 away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you commit it. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Line to left. Can't get there. And now maybe extra bases. Around third. He scores, and it's 1-0. And he's got himself a triple.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
2-0.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Next offer in there for a strike. 3-2 now. 1 run across to the frame so far here in game 3. On the ground, right side. Torres fires over to first. And Tucker is retired. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. The pitch. Ripped on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Aaron Judge now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. The pitch. Judge rips that one. McCormick makes the grab, 1 down. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Line drive. 2 away now. Here's Juan Soto. And a foul ball. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. They'll circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Here's Alex Verdugo. Hard hit, right side. Slings to first, and that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the American League Division. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz. And a pitch. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Strike three called and a slider at the knees.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And there's a foul ball.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shine in the toughest moments.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The Yanks leading by a run here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. On the ground, out to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. Ripped to third. Bregman to first. That's one out the bottom of the second. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air and maybe drive it into the gap.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch him off. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 3-1.
High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Now, Anthony Volpe in the air right side. Tucker makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And a foul ball. That's a base hit. To the top of the lineup, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, DJ LeMahieu. That one almost got him.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it is gone. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-1.
Versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here is Aaron Judge. There's a strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here is now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. Kicks and deals. Foul ball. The 0-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Rizzo. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Alex Bregman. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Here's the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 6-1.
He wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and
Face turquoise covering eyes. Face turquoise covering eyes. Face turquoise covering eyes. Face turquoise covering eyes.
Ground ball left side. Over to Abreu, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home. Here's Gleyber Torres. Grounded out his first time up. That smash towards center. Myers calls it in, 2 away. And here is Anthony Rizzo.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Pulls that one foul. The 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. And this is now 3rd game of the division. Scott Efros.
Number 59.
On a pitch out of the pen here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
The Yankees leading by 5, top half of inning number 4. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Things aren't looking great for this offense right now, Brew. They need a spark. It doesn't matter who provides it, but they need it to save their season. Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now we look down to third, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next hitter and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Smoked on the ground to second. Altuve slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Singled and scored his first time. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-1. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sent down to the minor league.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Brandon Bielak. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Pena on the run, sends it over to first. 2 down. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Judge in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Righty to the plate. On the ground. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one back there, and out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. Second home run of the inning for him, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. When one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a double.
A lot of times in today's game, fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But
he'll do it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2-round trip. Back at Yankee Stadium, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Yainer Diaz. And that's in for a strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Yeah, down the 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wells makes the catch. And that back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Alex Verdugo. Ground ball to Abreu. He handles it himself. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Gleyber Torres. And that one is lifted in the air. McCormick has it sized up. And there's 2 down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Foul ball there. Ripped on the ground to second. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Swing and a miss. Just missed. Towards first. Whips it to first on the run. Steps on the bag. Got it. Nicely done there. So the lineup flips over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead. Oh, a good hitter as well. That gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. The punch out there. That's the second out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Bregman in the box again. Takes a strike. Looked like it was a little bit up. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The Astros with a lot of ground to make up. And we're the top half of the sixth. Well, we go bottom six. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And there's a hit. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time.
Outgrounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in, and they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Bases loaded now with still nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everything.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. One runs in, and it hits the fence. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 11-1.
Well, he was a little off that.
Parker Mashinsky gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
And the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him swinging.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Anthony Rizzo stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Out to center. Myers squeezes it, and that is that. Back in the Bronx. Victor Gonzalez gets the
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
call from the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
He goes down looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
That takes care of Abreu, and there's 2 away. Tucker in the box now. No balls and a strike. Bounce to the right. Throw on to Rizzo, and Tucker is retired. And the inning is over. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Mashinsky back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Mashinsky, the 6-foot lefty, he throws a curveball, a cutter, a four-seamer, a slider. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
That ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. On the warning track, and hauls it in. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And first offering is fouled off. The Yanks up big in this one here in the late stages of game 3. Hard hit down the line and left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Throws to second, and he's got a double, his 4th hit. So the batting order turns over. Here's DJ LeMahieu.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Into the outfield, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Next to hit, Aaron Judge. Bounced out to short. Goes to second. Safe there. So first and second with 1 gone. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
And a big swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Rafael Montero up and throwing. Martinez also throwing. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Soto, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Picks himself up at RBI. You can now.
Bennett Sousa comes on now.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
Here comes a pitch. Fought off foul. Two on, 2 outs. Smoke to right, but he's got it. We're at the top of the 8th, and now Yainer Diaz. And a pitch.
Nope.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Good eye in that spot. Gonzalez-Diaz. Diaz tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. And that one wrapped foul. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Judge is there. Nabs it. And there's two away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. That's in there. Going one. There's the strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase.
Torres over to first. Third out. Back in the Bronx. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. The pitch. Hard hit left side. Bregman to first. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. And next for New York, Anthony Rizzo. To the right side, Abreu. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Abreu. 3 up, 3 down. Inning all set to start the ninth in this one. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. The 0-1.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Bounce to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Here's the second. New pitcher for the Yankees, Clay Holmes. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
There's a swing and a drive. Soto moving back for it. Gone!
Well, he almost got the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the right-hander deals. And a rope into center field, base hit. Around second is Bregman. Throw into third, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Just off the outside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 1 out. And another ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on 1 hitter.
To second, but way too late. Safe there. Astros down to their last out. So next up for on the ground to third. Oh, and it hits the base. And that is it. They are headed for the ALCS.
Solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
Time of the ball, 3 hours and 59 minutes.